Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Bingo Bonanza, live from the double wide of everyone's favorite beauty professional, Hummel figurine collector, and bingo caller, Miss Richfield 1981.
I'd like to tell a story of the prettiest of girls. It's me from Minnesota, in my heels and in my curls. Although my roots were modest, I was destined for the stage. My parents knew they had a star when at an early age. I did not say the word mama, I chose a different line. At just the tender age of 2, I screamed, "Oh, 69!" Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I'm your hostess, Miss Richfield 1981, and I invite you to stay right where you are and let me bring bingo to you. Oh, it's gonna be a bonanza because we've got a live studio audience and prizes and the Richfield winner spinner and fun, and it's all because bingo makes it better. It really does! Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play. Now it's your turn, join with me. Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, now you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play. I can hear you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, hey! Hello, everyone. It's Miss Richfield 1981 and Dusty. The old man came round this evening and I grabbed him. When he came round, I said, "You're going to be at the opening of bingo because it's overstuffed bingo." And the old man wants to get down. Here he goes. Oh, and here comes the brother. Oh, Lewis is coming. Oh, geez. All right. Well, there he goes. He's gone. Anyway, as you can tell by my beautiful hat, it is Overstuffed Bingo Bonanza. I'm Miss Richfield 1981, welcoming you from Richfield, Minnesota, where butter is a spice and gravy is a beverage. And we're so tickled you joined us tonight. So Thanksgiving special. I can't believe it's already Thanksgiving time. Although I've got my Christmas, I got my tree going here. I've got my cool Christmas. A friend of mine made me this cool Christmas mug from last year's diseased Christmas show. We'll be doing another Christmas show this year. We'll talk about that. Anyway, and then I got my new Christmas outfit on too with my little kitties. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that looks like, oh, let's see, that one right there. He looks like Lewis, doesn't he? Right there. And then there's one that looks like Dusty as well. Oh, that looks like Lewis too. And then there's Dusty on here too. Oh, Dusty, I can't remember which one. Anyway, Dusty's on there too. And I just love it. And it's new. I haven't worn it I saved it for something special. And this is certainly special today with our Bingo Bonanza. And it's number 85. We've done 85 of these because of you. Because of you folks who've been so generous and giving so much, and because there's 5 of us that it takes to do this, and we do split the money up, and everybody gets a little something, and that's because you folks have been so generous. We appreciate that, and I'm so lucky. We always get to have some live studio audience interaction, which I love, and we have people from all over the United States, and even a couple people from near where I am in Richfield, Minnesota. So bring on my live guest for Overstuffed Bingo. And let's see who we've got. There they are. Hi, everybody. Look at everyone. Fantastic. Very nice. Very nice. Some getting into the spirit more than others, but it doesn't matter because we'll get you into the spirit. If you're not in the spirit already, we'll do that at Overstuffed Bingo. And Mike, how are you? Mike is calling from Connecticut. Very nice. Very, and that's, and I see a little, but you know what, in the corner, I can see one little piece of the holidays. Is it over way over in the corner of your room? Is there a little Christmas tree or
a little one? I didn't have any Thanksgiving things. The only turkey is me. So
the only turkey is you, and you know what? That's the kind of turkey you're just the kind of turkey I would love, but I would order that kind of turkey in a heartbeat, really. Oh. So, and Mike, you're in Trumbull. Where is Trumbull?
It's in Connecticut, near, I don't know if you know Fairfield area.
No.
Where else? We're up metro north from Manhattan.
Oh, you're just north of Manhattan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know where that is. Are you on 95?
More like 15. The Parkway.
Oh, 15. Okay, because I only know 95. That's what the bus takes.
Yep,
so as I go down to the city, which I occasionally go down to the city for various things. I'm so glad you joined us today, and we'll chat more with you because we have a history. Mike and I have a history together, so we'll talk more about that in a minute. But before we do that, Barb and Lori, and you're on the screen as Barb Lori, but I think it's Barb and Lori, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Barb
good.
Lori.
Barb Lori, got it. And so, there's the end. Look at that. This isn't that amazing? I know. It's a little freaky though that I can just ask for something and it just happens to pop on like that. It's a little alarming, actually. It's a little freakish, but I love it. That's our friend Joe, not far from me. He's in Minneapolis, just up the street a ways in the big city. And he's the one that makes it look like a television show. He's so amazing. And Barb and Lori are coming to us from Minnesota. And did you know there was a time that I had roots in Hopkins? Just for a little bit, I lived in Hopkins in the Meadow Creek area. You know where Meadow Creek is?
Yes.
Yeah. I lived in that area. And then my brother and sister-in-law live in Shakopee. So I have connections to all these places. And which one of you is from Hopkins?
I'm in Hopkins.
And are you in Hopkins now?
Yes.
So people who aren't familiar with the Twin Cities, Hopkins is a suburb, a couple suburbs out, and Shakopee is a couple suburbs out. And so you guys Richfield's close to the city. Richfield's a first ring suburb, and you guys would be a little bit further out than that. I'm so glad you joined us. And we have a lot to talk about in photos and everything else. We're going to talk about the Minnesota Vikings. We're going to talk about all sorts of things. So I don't want to blow it all now, okay? We're going to visit about it shortly. But I want to say hi to Anne Margaret and Patty. How are you, my dears? And Anne Margaret and Anne Margaret brought so many people to the show in Boston. And I want to say thank you for that. And came bearing gifts. And I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, just the amount of, and I've used the gifts you gave me and I broke them. I mean, I didn't break them, but I mean, they sort of fell apart and I have to repair them. So I'm working on that. She gave me these fabulous glasses. I'll show you these fabulous glasses. And they have earrings on them. They have earrings connected, but one of the earrings fell off. Wow. And I was trying to fix it. So I'll put those on sometime tonight when we visit.
And we
I'll
have
put
the matching necklace.
Oh, the necklace. Oh, the necklace is beautiful.
Next time I see you, get the
necklace. Well,
necklace.
the next time you see me, which will be when? Maybe this, because they come to P-Town and see me because they're in Boston.
That's right.
Are you in Denham tonight?
Well, the island of dead ham. And I tell people for Thanksgiving that in Plymouth, they ran out of turkey. And so they had to have ham. So our town is dead ham. And that's what happened.
Oh, see, and all this history we wouldn't know if people didn't talk about it because they don't put that in the books.
Right.
That's like they say that Plymouth Rock is where the Pilgrims landed, but Bill would have an argument about that, wouldn't you, Bill? That they landed in Plymouth Rock because did the Pilgrims land in Plymouth Rock, Bill?
Absolutely not, Miss.
Absolutely not is right. Where did those Pilgrims land? Where did they sign their first, the Mayflower Compact, which was the first document signed in the United States? Where was that, Bill?
That would have been in Provincetown, Massachusetts.
Oh, listen to that. Oh.
And we got
I can only imagine what that sounds like right next to your head. I mean, Daniel. I keep talking to Bill. I mean, Daniel. Sorry, Daniel. I'm getting you confused because your names are backwards. There you go, for who you are. And the three of us know each other for many, many years. My goodness sakes, we've been to so many fundraisers together in town. Dan and Bill always come to my shows. And then just like last year. Was this year your first year as the Pilgrim or the second summer?
This is the first season. I just began at May, and my last appearance will be on Friday, and then I'm done for the season.
It's amazing. We'll talk more about that, though. And it's so interesting. They're in P-Town, where I spend all summer. And I see Anne and Patty, and I see a bunch of people there. I see Mike there, too. And so we'll chat about P-Town. But before we do anything else, we have to talk to Chris. Because Chris is the one that makes it all work. You know, he's the one. Without Chris, we would not be here today. Chris and Joe are two people. Well, and Bob. I mean, everyone does something. Everyone's doing something.
We're grateful for everybody. It's all.
We're thankful, right? We're thankful. That's why I'm wearing a turkey on my head. And isn't that cute? And it's got little Santa stockings on the legs.
He's a little confused with the seasonality, but that's okay. That's okay.
It's nice, though, isn't it? Well, yeah, but this is when Christmas season starts with the carrots and everything. You know, I don't like the carrots with that. I just want I just love the turkey. Do you get to spend Thanksgiving someplace, or what do you do?
So I'm spending Thanksgiving here with friends. I actually just had a Friendsgiving last night, and you would think that it was actually Thanksgiving today because I am definitely overstuffed. Everyone who was here before show, I literally just ate a whole pie, like a whole.
What?
Pie. Yes,
you did not.
I thought that was
so what I want to do. I love to eat an entire pie. What kind of pie?
Oh, that one was an apple pie. The one that I'm looking at right now, though, is pumpkin, and it is calling my name right now.
Now, is the pumpkin really good? Because, you know, some pumpkin is not good.
I will let you know when it's finished how I felt about it.
Yeah. Because some pumpkin is not good. You know, I mean, it has to be a little spicy for me. It has to be has to have a little kick to it. Look at Lewis today. He's looking at the tree. He's a little mesmerized by the darn tree. There we go. There he is. And, you know, he's very excited. You know why? Because it's Thanksgiving.
Wieners are back. Are wieners back yet?
Well, I might just happen to have, because it's Thanksgiving. Look at that. Turkey wieners for my guy. Isn't that only because it's Thanksgiving? That's the only reason. So I've got the package sitting out, but of course he knows the individual one that he gets is in the little Oscar Mayer.
Oh, yes, he clearly knows.
The little tray. He got pretty excited when he saw me pull that out of the cabinet. Because we have been doing greenies up until now. It is in the greenies, not the weenies. But tonight, because it's Thanksgiving time, we're back to weenies probably for the holiday season.
Yes, so we're happy, by the way, that everyone's here. We're thankful that you're here. You can join us on playbingobonanza.com, where you can play 3 games of bingo. You get 3 cards, 9 chances to win.
Over here.
And you can actually win something from a gift certificate to our Redbubble store, which I admit I'm a little flustered because I was shopping. I was actually buying some pillows because you can get any of the designs on different things. So I literally just bought the Good Night for a Miss Richfield. I literally just bought those pillows. So did
you really? You know what? I think we're going to have some Lewis merchandise soon.
I've heard that it's possible there may be some ornaments coming too. So, but I'm not. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm very excited.
I think Lewis merchandise might go real well.
Yes, I think so, especially if it involves a wiener. So the other thing is too, by the way, there's one more chance to win, and that's if you share bingo with your friends. You can do that 2 different ways. So if you're watching on Facebook, you can just hit share on Facebook. That will share it with all your Facebook friends. They'll join you. It'll be a party for all of us. Or if you're playing on the website, you can just hit the share button there. That'll also share on Facebook.
I didn't know you could do it from the website. Is that new?
No, there's all kinds of exciting things that exist there. Who knew, right? Who knew?
I don't understand. This whole wireless thing is crazy. I don't get it.
Crazy world we live in. You know,
crazy. My hat.
So that's between game 2 and 3. So you have plenty of time to do that. The other thing you have time, if you feel so inclined, is to send along a little something. There's 5 or 6 or 12 of us that make this all work, that pay for those special turkey hot dogs. So we appreciate your support.
Beautiful new outfits. It's very expensive.
The little Santa caps on the turkey.
Yes. Actually, this is an old hat, but the dress is new.
Yes, well, it is an amazing
dress. Brand new.
So you can do that via Venmo at Richfield Tips, PayPal me Richfield Tips. You can wire transfer it, send it by turkey, however you get it to us. We are absolutely appreciative. And we're happy you're here.
We are so happy you're here. And it's so exciting, isn't it? Crazy to think that here we are in another season now. We did Overstuffed Bingo last year, and what a difference. Remember, last year was crazy. We were all hunkering down, more shutdowns. telling people not to travel, and it was crazy.
And I'm still eating as if we were confined, and I'm still working on gaining that COVID weight at this point today. So that's
good for you. Good for you. I gotta cut. This dress is nice and stretchy, so it's comfortable. Very comfortable. Well, thank you so much, Chris, and hopefully, did you feed the dog this week?
So actually, he literally just ran away because I had not fed him. The neighbor came and got me, saying your dog is looking for snacks next door. So.
Because I just wanted you to. Because last week we heard a clank, and the dog brought the
dish and threw it out.
brought his dish in.
Running away, like dog protective service is going to show up at my house that I'm not feeding my dog.
That's my kind of dog. I like that. I like that kind of dog. Well, listen, we have to get going to Bingo in Any Direction. And Bingo in Any Direction, super easy. It's not complicated at all because you can get Bingo in any direction, like I just said. So you can get bingo by simply getting 5 in a row. You can get 5 in a row across any of those lines. You can 5 under any of those letters, B-I-N-G-O. You can get 5 up and down, or you can go diagonal. Make sure you mark your free space for this first game, because the first game, the free space is, so you already have one, and you've got 3 cards. Don't forget that. And Naomi and Yvonne are back. And, it's very cold here. It got very chilly. And so, Naomi, who plays the harp, she plays with ski gloves, but she has to practice. So they're not doing the harp again this week. Now, last week, Yvonne brought the trombone, and then Naomi, I guess, just opened the cans of beer. Anyway, they were working together out there. This time, they brought the recorders back. So, so they're going to be doing a little recorder for each of the... This is them. They're pretty good. Good job, ladies. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, okay, she shut the door. Yeah, thank you. She shut my slider. Yeah, we're not heating the outside, okay? So let me pull in my my beautiful, let me raise this up a little bit because you got to be able to see here. There we go. I want you to be able to see. There she is, the beautiful, the fabulous. Oh, wait, now my light's in the way. Is it this light? Oh, that light's in the way. We don't want that light. There we go. The fabulous RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's here, making sure we play fair. I'm going to roll out now all the colored balls. Here they come. Got to move Ruth's arm out of the way. There we go. And then we're going to call all the numbers and all the letters. Don't forget, because it's bingo in any direction. Okay, got to make sure the tree doesn't wipe out. All right, so here we go. Now, if you have this first one, you say, whee! Because that means you're going to be lucky. And we're starting all the way. This is backwards bingo, because look, our first number is the last one, 075, 075. That's the lucky number of the night. If you have 075, means you're going to be lucky for the rest of the evening. Isn't that something? So now I want to bring on, first, I want to bring on Daniel and Bill. And because they are, look at that. Hey, we from Scotland. John, I hope John had terrible problem. He had to have a knee. I think he had a knee problem. And so he's had some surgery. There they are. Hi, guys. And I thought, well, it's Thanksgiving time. We have to get our town. Oh, look at all the people that got oh, wow. Somebody really, oh, my friends, look at, Sherry, Kevin, Wendy. Hey, and look at all these people. Rudy, all my friends. Oh, my goodness sakes. And Phil. Hi, Phil. Haven't seen Phil for a while. And Alex, and my goodness sakes. And I'm feeling so, look at me with my turkey and you with your pilgrim outfit. I mean, we look like the first Thanksgiving, really. I-18. Now, Daniel and Bill, how long have you been together?
12 years?
Yeah, a little bit more than 12 years now.
Wow, 12 years. That's amazing. And how long have you lived in P-Town? G52. How long have you lived in P-Town?
I've lived in P-Town for about 15 years now, and Bill's been coming here for a long time.
I've been coming here for about 30 years, since I was a kid.
Is that where you met? Did you meet is that where you met each other in P-Town?
We did.
How did you meet in P-Town? I-17. Were you at a tavern or something, or?
It was a tavern.
Which tavern was it?
Do you really need to know?
I do.
Okay, it was the vault.
Oh dear. Oh, it's a little early for that sort of discussion. We usually wait till after 8:30 before we bring up those types of things. Well, I hope we're going to move on. N44. No, the vault is a lot of fun. You just want to make sure you wear your old pantyhose when you're in there because your feet will stick to the floor. And but it's a fun time, the vault. My friend Rob Costa, who's my neighbor in P-Town, who does the dune tours in P-Town, he is the one. In fact, I think one of you drive for him, right?
That would be me.
That's you, Bill, who I'm sorry I got the two of you confused. We've been friends for so many years. I can't believe I got that confused. It was your names were backwards, and so it confused me. You know, I'm easily confused. B14. But what's very exciting, though, is, that I live right next door to the guy that owns that, Rob and Rob, the guys that own the Dune Tours. And I didn't know you were a driver for them.
Sure.
And so really what's interesting about that is, one of you is the pilgrim walking through town, and that's history based. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you take those Dune tours, that's a history lesson too. So you're both kind of doing something historic during the summer months. That's kind of interesting because when you're on the Dune tours, they talk about the history of the dunes. It's fabulous. Oh, look at this. I love the vault. My best memories of 4 weeks in P-Town this summer. We're in the vault. The vault. More about the vault. I really like these guys. Oh, brother. We have to start charging more. This is terrible. I almost did the Dune tour last time. Next time I will. Rains won our... Oh, Amber LeMay. Dune tours are great. Hey, Amber. Hang on, man. 072. But now I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to say, but it doesn't really matter. It couldn't have been that important. I wouldn't remember it. But I do have to say it is so fun. The Dune tours are great. But then if you don't take a Dune tour, you'll still get a little bit of history if you just pay attention to Daniel walking up and down the street because he's ringing the bell and he talks about P-Town, and it's an amazing place. There's on a public television, there's a documentary on right now. You can look at it right now, and it's about the Mayflower, and it talks all about the Mayflower, and it talks about the fact that they landed in P-Town, so they got that right, unlike what we've all learned in elementary school. I-22, and it's just fascinating to hear about the Mayflower and what they went through, and there weren't really that many pilgrims on it. It sounds like it was about a half pilgrims, and wasn't it something like that?
It's funny because Bill and I, you're right. It's both history, two kinds of it, but we actually study together because we have a lot of overlap. But I am reading this right now this is my work-related book.
Oh, that looks. You can tell what that's about. The Mayflower. It's just plain and simple.
It is fascinating because they were roughly half strangers and half saints,
And when they got there, this was the thing I learned when I went to the museum, is that when they got there, before they got off the ship, everybody was a little bit anxious because it had been sort of a tough ride, G51. And they were afraid that people were going to just fight. And so they drafted this, what they call, what is that first it's the Mayflower Compact. Am I right? Do I remember that right?
Yes.
And they all signed that, and it said, we'll behave ourselves, and we'll treat each other fairly. And, for the first probably 15, 20 minutes, I have a feeling that probably worked, And 31. So it was really interesting. And then what I also didn't know is that there really was a first Thanksgiving. That there actually was a Thanksgiving, where they had, and they ate together with the Native American people. Is interesting, right? Not in P-Town. That was in Plymouth.
No, that was in Plymouth, and that happened about a year or so later. I haven't got that far in the book.
Yeah, but that's what the documentary said. It was so interesting because sometimes we think stuff didn't really happen. G53. But it actually did happen after, and that was an appreciation because the Indians had helped the Pilgrims plant and find clean water and be able to eat and find out what to plant, what not to plant. And so the Native Americans were very helpful, and then they all ate together. I mean, it really happened. I think that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of amazing. Because I think a lot of times we think things didn't happen, but they actually did. Oh, we had the last ball. Now we're going to have the first ball. B1. B1. We went from the beginning, from the end to the beginning. So now tell me what your job now in, I don't know what he's looking at the tree. He likes that tree. Just don't knock it over, sweetie. So this job that you've got, now how many hours a day do you have to go marching around the streets in that crazy outfit? N40.
You know, during the peak summer months, I'm out there maybe 30 hours a week at the very most. Wow. And right now I'm down to, you know, basically I'm kind of sort of done. I'm going to be opening the Canteen restaurant on the 26th, and that'll be my final appearance this year.
You're going to open? Isn't the Canteen already open?
Well, it's the holiday market that they have out in the back.
Oh, they've done a nice job with that. If you're ever in P-Town, go to the Canteen. They did a real nice job. They're real nice guys, a couple of Mo's. And they're a couple, I think, aren't they? I think they're together.
They are a couple of Mo's.
Isn't that crazy? And they ended up, they did this beautiful restaurant. And then they also, they had this backyard they weren't using. And they created this beautiful eating area. They have bands back there. It's real nice. It's just real nice. N42, and delicious food. Get the chicken. Get the fish sandwich. And then what do they have? The fried
roll.
The what? Yeah. Well, everyone's got a lobster roll. What's the vegetable that they serve that everyone's so crazy about?
The Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. That's what it is.
Sprouts.
And they cook them in fish oil. Yum. It sounds disgusting, but couldn't be yummier. I'm not a big fan of any of that stuff, but it was good. N41, delicious actually. So and now so what do you do in the wintertime then? Now that you're done doing the town crier, you're done driving. Are you done driving? Or are they still doing the dune tours?
Dune tours are done. They just ended last week.
Wow.
Yes.
So now what do you guys do?
When the going gets tough, the tough head out to Palm Springs, California.
Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs. I'm usually in Palm Springs, you know, roughly right around this time for Gay Pride out there. And unfortunately, I couldn't do it this year. I was so disappointed. But speaking of Gay Pride, oh, crapola. Oh, take that down. Take that down. I have to call one more ball. How about 069? 069. Everybody's a winner. Dinner for two. The 069 horn. Oh, you got to love that. Anyway, so hang on a minute. We'll bring Chris in. Chris, get in here and tell us who won, what happened.
So our lucky winner of the first game is Amber LeMay's friend Russell. Congratulations, Russell.
I met Russell.
Nicest guy. So much.
He's the greatest guy in the world. He's such a nice guy. Well, first of all, I was on the show with her one time and I met Russell. And then I also just know Russell because he comes to P-Town with them. You weren't there at the same time in P-Town, were you?
No,
you were supposed to be.
Yeah, they weren't.
You were supposed to be, and you and Chris came a little bit later. Oh my gosh! So Russell, congrats! First of all, you know Amber LeMay, so you know you must need money. And then secondly, you've got a great first name that I just love. Hot dog, we got a wiener! Woo! Congrats!
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Well, I'm grabbing my balls, I'm putting them back in because we got another game to play. As you well know, we play 3 games. And I wanted to, and I also close that this time. Sometimes I forget to close it, and then I roll the balls out. So we want to thank you so much for all of you, especially between the games. That's a good time to donate if you haven't already, and you want to help us out. We do like just keep it free. We started making it free, and just whoever could support it, supported it. And we heard from so many of you who said, oh, man, it was a tough financial time for me. Thank you for doing that. because I just really couldn't do anything. I was kind of stuck. And so we're so grateful for all of you, whether you donate or not. But if you want to donate, do it now between the games, because we're going to start the next game really quickly here. And I want to bring Chris back in because Chris, we have this little club that we celebrate each week we celebrate, and we call it the
Golden Tiara Club.
Well, actually, it's the Bingo Boosters, but
That's the thing. Same thing.
yeah. Well, didn't mean to throw you off like a.
Yeah.
That's right. You're handsome, and when you're handsome,
I'm literally
I'm
on an apple pie high right now. I really have no. I'm not
Okay.
at this point.
Exactly. You're just you're probably right. You're standing on your tiptoes, probably just
Literally
trying to woo. Anyway, I am so jealous. I love apple pie. So anyway, but now we want to say thank you to our wonderful Bill Ballantyne. Thank you so much. And Lewis, who I saw on the cruise a couple weeks ago. Thank you, Lewis. And Patricia Butler. Thank you. Stephen Carter and Debbie. How do you say that, Chris? Is it Cavalier?
that sounds good to me.
Does that sound right? Debbie, thank you. I love your name. It sounds foreign and fabulous. James, thank you so much, Combest. And Keith Fatula, who is my friend from who visits Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And Keith is coming down your way. He just bought a house with a friend, I think, down in Florida. So you'll get to meet him down there. Paul Goodman's been with us so long. Thank you, Paul, and your wonderful partner, Pat. Raymond Gregory, thank you again as well. And then take that second column, if you will.
So my favorite bingo boosters include Gregory Hopkins. Thank you, Gregory. And then James, I see your name in this all the time. We really appreciate it. As well as Hugh McDonald and Jamie Price, Michael Rogers.
Jamie Price. You know who Jamie Price is?
Tell me.
That is my penis's sister. My penis's sister is because, in Minnesota, where I do my holiday show in Minneapolis, I have a penis. And my Christmas show, and that his name is Todd. He plays the piano, and that's his sister Jamie.
I'm happy I was not on screen during that explanation because I really had no idea where that was going. So
I know because you're not musical. You don't understand. You probably don't. You probably don't have a penis.
And next, I want to thank Michael Rogers, and after Michael Rogers, Paul Rychik, and Mark Scott, Lori Severson. And John Taylor, we appreciate all of you. I also, Amber
and John Taylor's from Scotland. I know we announced that earlier, but I think it's worth announcing again.
Every week, we appreciate that. We appreciate these coming. And by the way, Amber will kill me if I don't mention that because Russell won. She sent in a picture. Look at
that picture. That's Daniel. Now, Daniel. That's his summer outfit for the Pilgrim outfit. And it's different than the outfit he's wearing now because in the summertime they wore straw hats and then a lighter colored outfits because it's warm in the summer. And then look at Amber, who's really sort of holding it together there. She looks like she's sort of pulling it in, doesn't she? She's very shapely and lovely. She's amazing.
She's amazing. And
she still does her show. Amber does her show every Sunday night.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. And Russell's on it. And Russell's the best part of the show. And we love Russell.
Exactly. And he just won a $10 gift certificate for crying out loud. That is so cool. Well, I am so grateful for all of you. And I want to say that we are going to move to our second game. But before we do that, I have to remind you that next week is Cyber Monday Bingo. Yay, Cyber Monday Bingo, which is going to be interesting because, it's all about that's, the day after Thanksgiving, the day that everyone runs to stores, although that's not really happening so much this time. But then Monday's always the day you get on the computer and you order off of the computer, those of you that have computers.
And you can actually order from the Redbubble store, by the way, on that very day.
That would be perfect. I didn't even think about that because that's on the computer.
That's right.
Oh,
it's a good time to remind people that we would love to have you be here with us on the show live. You can do that by emailing missrichfieldlive@gmail.com. Bob will be happy to.
Oh, we love Bob. He's such a good guy.
He is.
And I'm going to get a little wiener out for my friend here because he's been so patient. So let me just do this. And yeah, because he heard about you eating that entire pie, and he's been just bothering me ever since. There you go, buddy.
That's
There's a little.
good. It's been a long time since he's had a wiener.
I know it has been weeks and really months since he's had a wiener because, and then I don't know. Oh, and little Dusty's here too. My old cat. He doesn't like to get up on the table, but he does stay on the floor.
He prefers his vomits on the ground, if I recall, from
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Oh, and he does. I'm not sure he sees so well. There you go. He missed the first couple scraps. Anyway, well, I'll give it. Oh, geez. This wiener is a little different. It's a little different consistency. It's sort of falling apart all over the place. Anyway, well, this is going to be interesting. I'll have wieners all over. So our next game of bingo, though, is coming right up. And then after that, I have a special musical number that I might be doing. If we get enough tips, we have to get to make the money one way or another. So I'm going to bribe you with a song. Okay. So oh, there you go. You got more right there, buddy. And this time, my dear friends, they're going to enter in this next one. And this is our themed game, which is T is for turkey. Okay, T is for turkey. And so what you're going to do is you're going to get all the ends and then, whoop, oh, hang on. They're doing a great job. You recognize? Ooh. Okay, it's hard to know when they're done exactly. But anyway, I guess when they pick up the beer and good job, ladies. So anyway, so it's T is for turkey. Now that means you're going to get all the ends. So mark your free space on all three of your cards, okay? You get refresh. You can get all three new cards, okay? And then you get all the N's and one I and one G to make a T, okay? So that means we're not calling B's and O's. We're just calling I-N-G, okay? So here we go. It's T is for turkey bingo. And now I want to bring on, Ann and Patty. Ann and Patty, darlings, hello. There they are. Look at, they're always so festive. I love how festive you are. And you've got pie on your head. And and I have a turkey. I mean, between the two of us, our hats make almost a complete meal. If somebody would have worn a hat with green bean casserole on it, that really would have worked perfectly. G, everybody, G59. But I do want to talk to you about pie because, you ladies are pie ladies. And, it's interesting. Chris ate an entire apple pie today, right before the show. But you don't eat the pie as much as you sell the pies, I think. Isn't that right? I-18. We all love to hear that. I-18. Tell us where you do this now. Is this in Boston?
This is in Boston. The organization is Community Servings. They started in the 80s in the AIDS crisis, going to people's homes with compromised immune system. And somebody came up with a brilliant idea, rather than sell pies, and take that money and make delicious Thanksgiving dinners and deliver them holiday meals, because back then there were certain meal delivery services that wouldn't go in to people's homes. So it was a brilliant idea of, we want everybody to eat at Thanksgiving, including people that are sick. Now,
this is in the 80s, right? That this started. And I'm telling you, because I was crowned in the 1980s, Miss Richfield, 1981. I was crowned in 1981. And you know what happened in 1981? The AIDS epidemic started, and we had all of the AIDS support groups, Minnesota AIDS Project, Gay Men's Health Crisis, in your area, AIDS Action, all sorts of different AIDS, APLA, our friends out, and then I was thinking about all the things that happened in the 80s. And remember, and then We Are the World came out, and they raised money for AIDS. And then, do you remember they raised money for the people in Africa who were starving? Remember that? And they had Band-Aid?
I do.
And remember the 80s were a time.
Right.
And remember we were recycling in the 80s? That's when that all started. It was just a good decade.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like people really, bad for fashion, good for everything else.
Oh,
right?
I love the fashion. I gave away a pair of Fiorucci go-go boots that I still obsess about.
Oh no! Why'd you give them away? G55, G55.
I thought I'd never wear go-go boots, and I'm still wearing them in my ripe old age of
Yeah.
29. But pie in the
Exactly.
sky, when people buy a pie, and thank you for putting that on the screen, the pies are $30. And what it is when people buy a pie, we give somebody that is going through cancer and chemo treatments a fresh Thanksgiving dinner, a pie, and all their meals for the week, and you get a pie. And it's the number one nonprofit in the USA. And Patty is a nurse. I'm a dietitian. We're both clinicians. And not only do we sell pies, but we raised during COVID $5,000 in the last 2 weeks.
No way!
No
That's
way.
amazing.
We
See,
did.
here's the cool glasses that they gave me. I know it's missing one earring, but if you just look at this side, you know what I'm saying? They're fabulous, right?
You look amazing.
And I wore them. That's why they're broken. I wore them and I packed them and I unpacked them. And then the second time I packed them, the other one fell off. I can fix it. I just can't fix it right now. I-19. 10 years ago, we could both say I-19, right? Not anymore. Now, Patty, what do you do for work?
I'm a registered nurse. I'm presently retired at the moment.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, so I run around town helping people.
Oh, that's nice. I-24. And there's so many good hospitals in Boston. Where did you work? Were you in a hospital or in a doctor's office?
I worked for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Department of Public Health Hospital, Lemuel Shattuck Hospital in Jamaica.
Well, that sounds like a serious one where they take the really serious stuff.
Department of Corrections, Department of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, Public Health. We were one of the first hospitals to deal with the AIDS crisis back in, and I was there in 84.
Oh my gosh, I-25. And, you know, that was a time, you know, when things were so bad, but yet it seemed like such an amazing time where people came together, you know? And I look at today and it's like we couldn't be fighting more. We couldn't be more divided. And I look at the 80s and I think, wow, you know, when things are really tough and instead of fighting, you know, we kind of came together. I mean, obviously we had to fight the drug companies and we had to, you know, fight President Reagan. You know, there were a few fights, you know, everyone didn't get along, but overall, and 31. But I think that is amazing. And I love that with the work that you did. Now, hang on a minute. We're going to bring Mike in because Mike is from your area. And I want to bring in people who are just kind of close. And 40, everybody. And 40. There's Mike. Hi, Mike. Now, Mike is from also from the same area. And Mike comes to P-Town every year, too, like Ann and Patty do. And but Mike, when look at that, bravo to isn't that nice? Robert Santiago, he's going to be a guest, and then Brad. All my friends are here this week. This is like old home week. And David, hi David, and they are angels. And actually, Mike isn't an angel. He's more of a law enforcement type of a person. In fact, we have a photo of our interaction. One of the first times I ever met Mike, this is what it looked like. You'll see it on the screen. Yeah. They were arresting me. Look at that. Look at the handcuffs. Isn't that something? They put them on my thumb, so I was able to get out of them pretty easily. But, you know, I don't think they really wanted to keep me that long. I mean, they wanted to scare me, but, you know, they didn't really want me immobile. I-28.
Yeah, she was very ornery that night. Apparently, you said
a little ornery.
Tampering with codeine. You tried Adam's Pharmacy, Essentials, Stop and Shop.
The pampering with codeine is very hard to find sometimes in the summer. It's a little easier now that I go to Mexico every year. I just went to Mexico with Atlantis Events. I get a big jug of pampering with codeine, which isn't too bad. It's much cheaper down there. I-27, you don't need a prescription either. They'll just sell it to you, you know. You just have to talk to the person selling sunglasses on the beach, and they'll get you the pampering with codeine. I-29. Now, are you doing anything? Now, you heard what Ann and Patty are doing.
Yep.
Mike. Now, I know you have a mother that you're taking care of.
No, I don't take care of her. She takes care of herself.
Oh, she takes care of herself.
Yeah, she just turns 100 in May, and that's her there, me on the right.
Oh my gosh, look at her. That's your bro too. Look at you guys. And Look at Mom.
Yeah,
Holy-
she's a tough old Sicilian lady, and still lives home in the house we grew up in her house.
No way. She still
Yeah.
lives in the house you grew up in.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
that
tough.
is insane.
Yeah, she has a few aides that come in a few times a week, and she's got quite the potty mouth too, my mother,
Yeah. Well, you're 100 years old.
So, yeah, she could do anything, get away with it. Yeah.
Right. You can say which at that point, that's why I'm looking forward to being 100 years old someday. And I think I'm going to live to be 100. I just have that feeling. I just went to the doctor, haven't been eating right, nothing's been, you know what I mean? Haven't really been taking care of myself. It's been crazy busy and my blood work came back great. They were like, you're healthy as a horse. So I think I'm going to be, and when I'm 100, then I'm going to be able to say what I really want to say. G52, because otherwise I hold back. I hold back.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really say what I mean. So anyway, now the girls have got the hats on, which are very festive, and they've got decorations behind them. They're very decorative, very fabulous. Now you've got that one tiny little tree in the background, Mike. Is it
It's a
Christmas
start. I didn't have
tree?
anything for Thanksgiving, so I said, well, I'll have to put the tree over there,
What is it? Is it a little ceramic tree?
It's just one of those old ceramic ones, yeah.
Oh, I love the old ceramic trees.
It's a
Is it a
starter. It's still
family thing?
November.
G60. Is it a family thing?
No, a friend of mine gave me that back in 1980. So
Right. The 80s, when people were
80s, yeah.
where people were giving away things and people were being good.
Yep.
Right? That's when you got that.
When I would
no
see
one would
the
give you that
Watership.
today.
Yeah.
No one, at the Watership.
At Watership, when I see you up in the back deck during Carnival.
Oh, the Watership Inn in P-Town. So many things going back to P-Town tonight, which is so appropriate that we're talking about Thanksgiving and we're talking about P-Town, the first place the Pilgrims landed. Okay, the first place the Pilgrims landed. And word has it, they got off the Mayflower, saw the drag queens, turned around, got right back on the ship. Yeah. Come thee, Margaret, hither to the ship. Yes. G56, yeah. Yeah, they didn't really like anybody, the Pilgrims. I don't even think they liked each other. I don't know. Anyway, the poor Pilgrims. Hang on a minute now. We're only calling I's, N's, and G's, all right? I got to get some more N's going here because you guys need N's. Oh, Lord. I mean, everything but what I want, of course. Okay. Here it comes. Okay, so here comes a G. G58. Look at that. Help Miss R buy some oil for her. Is it noisy? Is this noisy when I do it? Because I know. You know who's not scared? Lewis, who's sitting right here. Lewis is sitting right there, waiting for the next helping of N43, the next helping of Wiener. Right, Lewis? You're going no. He's going nowhere. He's like, I'm staying right here. So don't forget, you only need one I and one G, which is primarily what we've been calling I-16. Okay, so now, Mike, before we move on, I also wanted to ask you, because we're talking to everybody, now, what are you thankful for this year? Like, what are you thankful for? I mean, obviously your mom. I bet you're thankful for your mom. I mean, I don't have my mom anymore. I miss my mom. You know when I miss my mom? This time of year, because I used to decorate when she had an apartment. I decorated her apartment every year because, she couldn't really get up on chairs and stuff like that. Well, we didn't want her getting up on chairs. So I decorated her apartment. And then when she moved to a care center, I decorated the care center. G57. So then I go to the store. I almost cry when I walk down the aisles with Christmas stuff because I think of her, because I would always buy stuff. So what are you thankful for this year, Mike?
Pretty much good health,
Good health.
They offered a package at work last year, and I grabbed it. And,
So you grabbed a package.
Doing the retirement thing and loving it, especially not having to do my Asia conference calls at 7 a.m. our time.
I hear that. I-22. It is nice, isn't it? It's so fantastic. Hang on a minute. Here's a G while we're at it. G50. And now I haven't asked Anne and Patty what they're thankful for yet. So hang on a minute. Let me crank this out. We've got to get some more N's. For some reason, none of the N's are coming. Oh, there's another N. There. Okay, hang on. Here comes some N's. We're not going to get a bingo out of here if we don't get some more N's. And so, Lewis is going to help. Hello. So here we go. N32. We did the wrap around. We had to do the wrap around the cat. So at least he didn't throw up. Last time he threw up. It was terrible. And then he ate it, which was it was a little bit, well, we like things to be real, you know? So good health. So you're healthy and you're retired?
Yep, they offered a package at work, and I couldn't resist it. You know.
Holy crap! What'd you do that you
did
got?
that.
What type of work did you do?
Electronic
I-30.
I was an electronic engineer, and
Oh.
the corporate stuff, and between that, and then I also onboarded the college kids, new college kids, and all that.
New college.
So-
How does the college kids and the electrical engineering work?
Well, when we get them, they start out sometimes as co-ops, or we hire them off the street when they get out of college, and then basically train them, put them through a little boot camp, you know, knock the millennial out of some of them, you know, and make sure they're successful as they
Make
go
sure they
through
know
it.
what responsibility means and that they're not supposed to call their parents. All right, when things
Exactly.
don't go well. G48. G48.
And sometimes they like it, so they like being mentored. Sometimes they don't, but when they graduate from it all, and then I turn into the Italian father, where if anyone tries to hurt them, I have to hurt them. You know.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah.
G54. G54.
That was always rewarding and fun.
Oh, well, now we have to find out from the ladies. Now, what are you thankful for, girls? What are you most thankful for this year?
Well, I have good news. My Thanksgiving's my birthday. Woohoo!
What?
Right.
Thanksgiving's your birthday?
I was born on Thanksgiving. It's my birthday this year. So I'm grateful that I sold pies. I'm grateful for my friend Patty. I'm grateful for my 29th birthday again this Thursday. And I'm grateful for Miss Richfield. That's what I'm grateful for.
Oh, and Lewis. Don't forget Lewis. He's right here. He's right here. Lewis, look at him. Hello, Patty.
Don't strangle him.
Oh, no, don't. Look at him. Oh, he hears something. I think that the other cat just jumped off a chair. N42. There's an N finally. We're gonna get a bingo here in a minute. So what about you, Patty? What are you thankful for? I-20.
Let's see.
Well, while you're thinking about it, hang on a minute. And 34. Okay, so what are you thankful for?
My family, my
Yeah,
health.
family's good. Family's good. Do you speak to your family? Do you talk to your family?
Most of the time, yeah. You
Do
know,
you?
there are always issues here and there, but for the most
Oh,
part,
of course. Of course there's issues. There's always issues.
very
You know,
blessed.
there's
Oh,
always-
the Irish thing, the Irish Catholic, recovering Catholic stuff. You know.
The recovering Catholic.
Oh, good heavens. I have to comb my hair.
The Irish Catholic. We don't talk about it. We don't discuss.
No. Good heavens. Now, you know what? I think that's kind of true for a lot of people. We don't talk about things in our family either. And you know what? Sometimes you get along better when you don't talk about things, you know? G40. Oh, God in heaven, there's a bingo. G49. Okay. I got to take these glasses off. Hang on. Oh, God. Oh.
Ooh,
Well, they're great, but they kind of what am I trying to say? I can't get them off. Okay, that's what I'm trying. There we go. I got them off. Okay. So now I got to get my other glasses on. Hang on a minute. So Chris, come on and tell us who won bingo. Who got the gift certificate from our fabulous store?
Well, so before I say that, I do want to say a big congratulations to Ronald Wolf, who is our share winner.
I always forget about the share winner.
But I can never forget.
And that's so important. The share winner is so important.
Absolutely. And a big congratulations to Lucas from Brazil, calling in all the way from Brazil to play bingo. Congratulations, Lucas.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, where in Brazil? Did he say?
I had a feeling you were going to ask me how to say that. It looks like something like San Jose, but different.
Is it Sao Paulo?
It's Sao Jose. I think that's how you would say it.
How do you spell it?
It is SAOJOSE.
Oh, I wonder where it is. I haven't been to there. I've been to a lot of Brazil because of my work on cruise ships. And they're all beautiful down there. Good God in heaven, they're a handsome group. Lord in heaven, they're a good-looking crowd. So, and what's his name?
Lucas.
Lucas.
Sounds very handsome too, by the way. Like it all goes with the storyline.
Oh, it is so good. We're thankful for you, Lucas. Olay. There we go.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Well, we're grabbing our balls. We're playing again. We want to remind you about next week is Cyber Monday Bingo. We're going to be talking about shopping on the computer. That's what we're going to be doing. And so I hope that you'll join us. And don't forget, if you want to join us live anytime, please feel free to let us know. We oftentimes have themes, but you know what? It doesn't matter whether you fit the theme or not. Just come and join us. We have a good time. It's real easy. You know, we make it really simple. And but anyway, I want to hang on. I got to get all my balls back in my cage here before we start anything else. You can look at the beautiful tree while I'm doing this, though. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Lewis just loves the tree. There we go. Now we got all that in there because I wanted to look through my magic mirror and see some folks. And and I see Lewis in my magic mirror. Hello, Lewis. Lewis, you should look through the magic mirror. Look, Lewis, look through the magic mirror. He's looking through he's looking through the magic mirror too. He doesn't like the magic mirror quite as much. But anyway, and so I say, oh, Larry Blum on North Cherokee and Fountain. Oh my gosh, that's where I stay when I'm in Los Angeles. Nice to see you, Larry. I hope everything's going well. And I also want to say a special hi to Jamie and congratulations for being part of the Bingo Boosters. Wendy's sending Thanksgiving love from Bedford, New York. Remember to share the turkey with Lewis and Dusty. And you know what? I am going to be able to do that. They're going to be joining me this year. And Dawn came for smiles. Oh, love from Western Mass. Cancer is kicking my hubby's butt now at stage 4. Ooh. Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah, we usually like higher stages, but not when it comes to sickness. I'm planning to live in early December. Oh gosh, I hope you're doing okay there in Western Mass. Oh, I hope you got a good doctor and a good group of people helping and caring for you because that's so important. And it's such a difficult time. Hi, Mike. Such a difficult time to be dealing with sickness during the holidays. It's a tough time because we're so focused on families. But as I always say, reach out and they do what you're doing right now. Talk about it and people will be happy to come and help you out. Robert Santig, oh, we miss you in California. I miss you guys. I was at Robert's house before the cruise and did a little song and dance for his friends. Christina Cronin. Hi, Christina. From Chris. Hey, and Robert Gould. Oh, I love your last name. Hugs and kisses to Miss R. You're looking fabulous there in that photo there, all dapper and dressed up. Jerry. Oh, look at Jerry. Jerry looks like he should be in the vault. Look at him with that beard. Hello from Rochester. Oh, and the home of Mrs. Kasha Davis, my good friend. And we love Mrs. Kasha Davis. Michael Wilson. Alice is in the house. He's a friend of Alice from Dorchester. And Greg from Wakefield, New Hampshire. Hi, Greg. Good to see you. And Jeff, greetings from Rehoboth Beach. I love Rehoboth Beach. Man alive, it's such a great place. David, happy Thanksgiving from Burr Ridge, Illinois. How about that? And Noelle, look at that great name. Happy Thanksgiving from Arden Hills. Oh, we know Noelle. Of course we know Noelle. She's been with us. Gary, hi. Gary Buck. Happy Thanksgiving from, it's Ulihioha, Ohio, or something. It's E-O-I-Ho-Ha. I don't know. There's Amber LeMay knows how to pronounce it. Dan used to live in Richfield. Hi, Dan. Good to see you. He doesn't live in Richfield anymore, but we still say hello. We still speak. And Christopher, hello there. Lori, hi. Missing you at A1 Printers. Oh my gosh. Lori used to work at a printing office I used to work with. Hi from the holidays this year. Oh yeah, and I'm doing a holiday show at the new Illusion Theater. That's a good reminder. Thank you, Sven. Sven Sundgaard. Hey, he's a meteorologist friend of mine. I didn't even look at the last name, Sven. But I'm going to be in Minneapolis, the city, not Richfield, but I'm going north to the city. And the Illusion Theater's on 38th and Pleasant. It's a whole new facility. People are going to be masked. We're going to have masks on, so it's going to be safe. So come and join us. Go to illusiontheater.org. Leah, Conception Bay, and it was just Leah's birthday, and they played a bingo trivia shack eating hot dogs with my friend. and even had our 069 whistles and my special video. I couldn't join them live, but I did send a little video greeting. I'm glad you got it, Leah. Leah's one of our friends from another country. She's from up there north to Canada. And Craig, hi, Ms. Richfield. I love that's kind of modern. Baton Rouge, no less. And Eddie, hi, Eddie. From Brooklyn. Great. Oh, and Greg, happy holidays and Thanksgiving, everyone. John, I'm thankful for it is his knee that was a problem. Being able to join in bingo. Yeah, thank God you don't need your knees to play bingo. And Marcos and Dave. Oh, look at that. Felice, which is happy. Dia, which is day. And the rest of it must be Thanksgiving in Mexico, I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, does it? I think the turkey. There we go. That's international, the turkey. And then Phil. Hi, Phil. I haven't seen Phil forever. From St. Paul. Good to see you. Come and see me, Phil, at my show at the Illusion. We're also going to be taping my show at the Illusion and being able to put it on the internet. So all of you, if you want a link to my show, a holiday show. Last year I did it in my living room. This year it's going to be in the theater. Oh, from Mexico City. Thank you for giving us fun times. Speaking of Olay, Mexico City, I've been to Mexico City. I love that. Happy, Feliz. Good to see you. Rudy, good to see you. Dawn. Anyway, Chris, I know we have to go. We're running late. And then Sherry and Sue and Sherry and David and all these people. And John, thank you. And Eileen and Wendy and Stella, I'm sure, and Dawn and Peter and so many. Oh my gosh, look at all these. And Chris and Dominic. Hi, Dominic. And Diane and John Tabor. Hey, John. I know John. Teresa from Truro. Hey. And Mary Beth. LaDonna, who won last week. And Danny and Deb. I see all of you in my magic mirror. And you know what? I know you're going to be. And Scott, my good friend Scott. You know, and then, Chaska, all these Minnesota people. Keith. Yeah, Keith, you were already mentioned. All right. So, but you know, there's and Laura from Essentials. Oh my gosh, I keep seeing all these people. It's like, it makes it hard to move on. But you know, we got to move on. But I do want to say, there's the pronunciation of that town. Thank you. Illyria. Is it Illyria? That sounds like something you get, from bad liver or something, right? Doesn't it? Or like, I got a little Illyria. I've been sitting on the toity. Anyway, but I wanted to say for all my friends, and I know we have our friend whose husband's dealing with cancer, and there's people who are dealing with unemployment and dealing with all sorts of crazy things these days, and all the stress from, we thought it was over and it's not really over, and we're wearing masks and anyway. And so can I get a booster? Can't I? Should I take the vaccine? Shouldn't I? It's a lot of stress, a lot going on. Talk to each other. Don't do it on your own. Don't do it on your own out there. Find your magic mirror and look through your magic mirror and find somebody special who you can talk to and share some of your burdens with. Don't do it on your own, because that's not how we're made. We're not made to be by ourselves. We're made to be together. And that's why I like, and that's why Thanksgiving is the number. Do you realize Thanksgiving is the #1 holiday? Even better than Christmas, even better than all of that. Because I got to fix my hair. It's going to drive me crazy. I'll comb it. And even, do you know that Thanksgiving is the favorite holiday, even more than all the other holidays? And you know why? It's because we get together with our families, and we love our families. And that's why, and our friends, and those of you that don't get together with maybe your family, maybe it's your choice, your family of choice. And it always is surrounding food. Beautiful food, wonderful food, right? That someone prepares. Generally speaking, most people don't go out. We go to each other's homes, and somebody graciously makes our meal for us, and it's so special. And I have a special recipe that I just love. And I have told you about this recipe before, but I haven't talked about it for such a long time. Let me get my hat on right. There we go. Is it looking good? It's looking pretty good. It's looked better, but it's looked worse. Oh, there we go. I think I got it fixed. There we go. Everything's backwards on this crazy thing. Everything's always backwards. So you can't comb your hair in the mirror because it's backwards. There we go. And so I have to bring my brush. Oh, there, it's a little better that way, right? Oh, there we go. Oh, I think I did it. Oh, that's good. Don't touch it. I'm not touching it. Okay, there we go. So anyway, I wanted to sing my song about this very special, not just a recipe, but it's also a very special occasion that I think you'll enjoy. Ladies, the minutes will soon be read today. The garden club and weaving class, I'm sure, have much to say. But next week is our culture night, our biggest, best event. And I've just made a dish for it you'll all find heaven sent. It's my lime jello, marshmallow, cottage cheese surprise with slices of pimento. You won't believe your eyes. All topped with a pineapple ring and a dash of mayonnaise. My vanilla wafers round the edge will win your highest praise. And Mrs. Jones is making scones that are filled with peanut mousse, to be followed by a chicken mold that's made in the shape of a goose. For ladies who must watch those pounds, we found a special dish, strawberry ice enshrined with rice with bits of tuna fish. And my lime jello marshmallow cottage cheese surprise, truly a creation that description defies. It'll go so well with Mrs. Bell's creation of the week, shrimp salad topped with chocolate sauce and garnished with a leek. And Mrs. Perkins' walnut loaf that's crowned with melted cheese was such a hit last culture night, we asked no seconds, please. Now you must try her hot dog pie with candied mushroom slices. Those ladies who resigned last year, they just don't know what nice is. And my lime jello marshmallow cottage cheese surprise. I did not steal that recipe. You know those are lies. Lies, I tell you. A grand award, a picture hat, and a salmon sequin gown for any girl who tries each dish and keeps her whole lunch down. I'm sure you all are waiting for the biggest news, dessert. We thought of things in molds and rings your diet to subvert. You must try our chocolate layer cake on a peanut brittle base with slices of bananas that make a funny face. And round the edges peppermints just swimming in peach custard with lovely little curlicues of lovely yellow mustard. If all this is too much for you, permit me to advise. More lime jello, marshmallow, cottage cheese surprise. I've made heaps. Isn't that fabulous? One of my favorite recipes. And of course, that event takes place at a Mighty Fortress Our God Lutheran Church in Richfield, my home congregation. Oh, I'm so glad I could share that with you. A little recipe and a little food song for a food time of the year. Anyway, we do want to get into our last game. We'll make it fast. You know, the last game always goes quickly. And it's really easy this time, because it's just one letter. We're just going to be calling one letter, okay? And that letter is, here it comes, G. That's right, G for green bean casserole. G for green bean, oh, hang on. They're getting better. You recognize it? There they go. That's a nice thing about playing the recorders. I mean, they were actually sitting on the back of the Harley playing that last little section and driving home drunk, unfortunately. Anyway, well, I haven't had to bail them out for the last couple weeks, so that's good. So we're only doing, only one letter, and it's G for green bean casserole. And I don't know how many of you love green bean casserole, but I sure do. And so let me bring on, if I could, Lori and Barb, who we really haven't talked to at all tonight. But I thought I wanted to save them for the end, because I knew we were doing the green bean casserole game. And I thought, holy smokes, my green bean casserole gals, they're from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm sure other people have the green bean casserole, but really nobody makes a green bean casserole like we do in the Twin Cities.
Yes,
and did you enjoy that song about the Jello?
Oh,
Lime
yes.
Jello Marshmallow Cottage Cheese Surprise?
Oh, yes.
My mother made that. I don't know. Do you make that? The lime green marshmallow
We were just
surprise?
talking about that. We had that at different times and on the table for holidays.
Well, you know what my mom used to do? She used to make that. And okay, Lewis, I am going to need, well, here we go. Okay, I can't read the ball. Oh, it's G59. G59. Okay. So, because we're only doing G's, don't forget. Oh, and it's kind of perfect that it's G for green bean casserole. And look what color the balls are they're green. So that kind of works out, right? Okay, so G53. So anyway, my mother used to make them. And she used to get, and I'm sure she stole them from the doctor's office, no doubt, knowing my mother. Remember the pointy glasses that you would get to get a drink of water at the doctor's office? I mean, they were useless because they were just pointy. You couldn't set them down anywhere, but they were pointy. And she would take those and put them in a drinking glass, right? So you could stand them up, fill them with the Jell-O, and then turn them upside down, take the paper off, put a little cherry at the top, and you got a little Christmas tree along each setting. Yeah, so each place setting had a little Christmas tree by it. And it was great until we all sat down for dinner, and one of my brothers bumped the table, and we had company over. So it was been probably like 12 place settings. And he bumped the table, and all the Jell-Os went like this, with the cones and the cherries on the top, which resembled something that I don't think we need to mention on the air, but it did make us laugh. And then people kept hitting the table until my mother told them to knock it off. And then nobody hit the table after that. My mother said, stop it. We stopped it. Yeah. Once she got on board, like the game was up. But anyway, G51, those were the days, right? G51. So girls, I'm so glad. And we were talking about family. We're talking about getting together and how wonderful Thanksgiving is. And part of the reason I think it's because it's around food and it's around family and friends, but it doesn't involve presents. So there's not that kind of anticipation of, oh, did I buy the right thing? Did I spend enough money? All the rest of it. But instead, it's just this beautiful getting together. And it's just, that's the purpose of it, is just to get together. And I know one of you comes from a huge family. Which one of you comes from a big family?
Well, we're sisters, so we both.
Oh, you're sisters. Oh, I missed that somehow. Oh, you are sisters, aren't you? And tell them how many family was.
Yeah, we have 7 brothers and 6 sisters, so there's 13 of us. We grew up in Shakopee.
I cannot believe. There were 4 of us in my family, 4 kids, and mom and dad, and 1 bathroom, and it was a pretty simple childhood. I can't imagine. Where did you grow up with that many kids?
Yeah, Shakopee.
In Shakopee.
Right,
was it a huge house? What was the age span of the kids? Oh, first of all, show us the picture, because I think you have a photo, don't you?
20 years was the age span. So there was 20 years, and there we are.
My. Okay, now you have to point out where each of you is.
Okay, so my mom in the back has got her hand on my shoulder, and then Barb is to the other side, the blonde and blue.
I look like a little sailor.
You do look like a little sailor. So you 2 are standing right next to each other in the photo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're really close. We've been close all growing up.
My dad was a teacher. He taught it.
He's my dad too.
Oh yeah, wood and metal shop.
Oh, he taught wood and metal
shop. Yeah, and driver's education.
And driver's ed. I remember taking driver's ed.
When they went off for the weekend, we would take the car just for a minute, the driver's education car, just for a minute to run to the store.
Right. It had a special brake over on the passenger side.
So you had to be careful not to use it.
Yeah, they had a break. I remember that. And I remember it was part of your public education at the time. Yes. Now they don't offer that anymore to kids. Which is, I think, pretty evident when you're driving down the street. I think it's pretty evident that they're not teaching it in school anymore, because we learned a lot about how to drive.
Isn't that true?
G47.
Did you go to school with anybody last name Johansson?
Well, I had 600 people in my graduating class. I might have. I have my yearbook.
Heidi Johansson. She graduated in 1976.
Oh, good Lord. How old do you think I am? Louis, I think she thinks. She probably knew my brothers. My brothers were G48. G48. Yeah, my brothers were older than me. So, so she would have known my brothers probably. Oh, that's Scream. Johansson, though, it does ring a bell. Yeah. So, 13 kids, though. That's amazing.
Oh,
and where did you fall in the family?
Number 8.
9.
And then how many of you get together now at Thanksgiving time? I'm sure that some of you probably maybe have lost a brother or sister because there's so many of you.
Never lost a sibling.
You have not. You're
There's
all
like
still living.
All together, there's like 115 of us now with all the nieces and nephews. So no, we don't all get together. But
So you need a turkey a little larger than the one I'm wearing on my head.
yes,
But we have a brother that hosts a lot of this stuff in Eden Prairie, and so those that can make it, we
Is that
go.
the brother with money, or what is that?
Yeah, there's always a brother with money.
I know, I've got one too. Believe me, G56. That
But,
is so cool.
But with COVID, we really haven't had an opportunity to be the real, So we're hoping for Christmas.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we're getting
and so-
together. We're getting together for Thanksgiving.
But are you able to get together now that, I mean, are people being vaccinated and maybe wear
Yeah.
masks or something?
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
so you're
Small
good. So you
groups.
guys are getting, you don't have people in your family that aren't vaccinated or anything like that,
No.
hopefully?
Ooh, let's not talk about that.
No.
Oh, probably not. Hopefully not. G54. We haven't talked about it as a family either. I'm hoping everyone's vaccinated. But at my show, if you guys come to my show at the Illusion,
We have tickets.
December 11th.
oh, you already have. When are you coming?
December 11th,
Oh, December 11th. Great. That's wonderful. What day is that?
Saturday.
Oh, the first Saturday. That's sold out. That's a very popular. That's already sold out. Limited number of people are coming, and so they've limited it to about half the size of the auditorium, and everybody's going to be required to wear masks and be vaccinated.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So
but-
everyone's going to wear a comfortable mask because you're going to have to wear it. The same way with the other theaters in the Twin Cities. The Guthrie and other places are requiring people to wear masks through the whole. Oh, there is a bingo. I just got two more balls. So look at
we look forward to seeing you again. We saw you at the Illusion Theater for years.
Oh, for downtown forever. Remember? I did that for 21 or 22 years, and now they moved to a new theater. It's brand new. They just built it. It's very. I mean, the Illusion didn't build it. Somebody else built it, but the Illusion is one of the people that they're going to share the theater with other people, which is really smart. Isn't that cool? But only probably like 80. It would be 250 usually, and now it's going to be 80 only. So it's going to be much less. Yeah, much less. 10 shows. 5 Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
So you're going to be the first Saturday.
All right.
Will Chris come in and tell us who won the exciting game?
So before I do that, Joe, fabulous, good-looking Joe, reminded me to remind you that after I tell you, we have to look at the Crier video.
Oh, we forgot. That would be so great to end on.
I know, but before
That's
also,
perfect.
you know what
We're
else?
talking about Thanksgiving.
Is John Taylor from Scotland is the one who won the last game of bingo.
No way, John from Scotland. So two international winners, right? One in. Oh my gosh, this is fabulous, you guys. This is too much. I love you. I love you all.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play?
Well, it certainly has been a fun time to get together, and I hope next week you'll come and join us again. But let me bring everybody back in if I could. All my beautiful friends, Daniel and Bill, Lori and Barb, Mike and Ann and Patty. I want to say thank you to everybody for being such interesting, fun guests. What a great group we had this week. And so great that we're ending on this video only because I forgot it. I'm so sorry I forgot it, but it's kind of perfect because it is our friend Daniel, who is the official pilgrim in the very first city in the country, right? P-Town, where the pilgrims landed. And do we need to know anything about this video before we see it, Daniel?
I can't remember exactly which one it is, but it's every day is National Whatever Day, and I kind of pick and choose the fun ones. And if I can, I go in front of a business that sells whatever it is, like vanilla ice cream. And I ring the bell, and people gather around, and I say something silly.
That sounds great. Well, let's see what it is. What special day it is.
Yeah, 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 yeah. today, the 23rd of July, is National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. Take due notice and govern yourselves accordingly. And may God save the queens.
Which one?
Oh, that is great. Yay! National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. Which would go great with Chris's apple pie. I mean, the show's just folding into itself tonight. You guys, thank you so much. Thanks for bearing with us. I don't think we've gone this long in weeks, but I think we had so many interesting guests and so much fun. So, as I say goodnight tonight, I want to thank Mike so much and all your fun in P-Town that we've had over the years. I can't wait to see you next summer, Mike, and your beautiful friends.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on your retirement. Barb and Lori, I'll be seeing you on the 11th, so I'm not even going to say goodbye to you. But Ann and Patty, I won't see you till next summer. But thank you for supporting me at Club Cafe. I appreciate that so much. And keep up that pie, everybody. Don't forget, order those pies. And then finally, Daniel and Bill, such dear friends for so many, many, many years. I want to say thank you. And all of you who are watching, whether you're in Brazil, whether you're in St. Paul, whether you're in Scotland, you know what? Bingo is fun, but it's fun because you're here. So I want you to have a great Thanksgiving. Come back and see us next week. And let's spell this spell it like we mean it, okay? Here we go. Everybody ready?
L is for the way you look at me.
What's next?
O is for the only one I see. D is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. Love was made for me and you.
Ooh, love was made for me and you, and you, and you, all of you. Lewis is waving. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play?
Now it's your turn. Join with me.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play?
Grab your balls and play. Now you.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab your balls and play.
Grab